Hi, welcome back to one more week, another computer science tutorial. Today we're gonna cover an Android application and specifically how to make toasts and simple dialogues to show the users some basic information. So go ahead, open Eclipse. Notice I updated to Luna. And first of all, we need to start by creating a new Android application project, if you remember. Let's load in the library, so it's gonna be a bit slow for a couple of seconds. Dialog, toast, app example, a bit long. Actually, let's change this to API 19. We then need a custom launcher icon and click finish. Okay. First of all, we need to get rid of this hello world because we don't need it, and we're gonna create two buttons. So just draw one here and one. Let's put a bit further up. Alright, the text for this first the ID. You edit it here. This is where you edit all the attributes in the graphical editor. We're going to name it toast. Let's say yes. Okay. What this does, if you had used that ID somewhere, Eclipse will find it and replace it for you, which is sort of nice. The text will be press to make a toast, and here alert. Press to show an alert. Alright, now that we have both of them, we just have to go to the main activity. Tell me if this size is alright for you guys. I made it a bit bigger. This is actually a 13. I don't really want to make it any bigger because we won't be able to fit much text into it. But oh well. First we're gonna create two properties, both private, for the buttons. So it's gonna be button, toast button, and private button, alert button. Notice it's giving us an error. If you remember from the last tutorial, Command Shift O if you're on a Mac, Control Shift O if you're on a PC. Fixes all the imports right here. Now there's a warning because we're not using them. So go ahead and say toast button equals button. This is a cast for you. If you know Java, this is pretty straightforward. Find view by ID or the ID. So toast. That's the ID we set in here. Toast button is going to be equal. Oh, sorry. Dot set on click listener. New click listener. Notice that we are passing a new constructor to the as a parameter, so we don't have to actually instantiate the on-click listener. You could, but this is faster. Override. We're gonna override the method and public void on click view b. Now, in order to make a toast, is pretty straightforward. You're just gonna say toast equals toast make text get application context. Now the text toast for common site tutorials. toast dot, and the length will be length. We're gonna make it short. This is usually we live in milliseconds, but this is a predefined one, so might as well use it. And finally toast show. Command Shift O again, because we need to import the on-click listener. And it's still gelling. Oh, sorry, this shouldn't be SF. There we go. Alright, this is just generous because it hasn't compiled the activity main.xml, so it's not recognizing this, but it will eventually. And finally, in order to do the alert dialog, alert button, this is the same process for pretty much any user interface element. This is a button, find view by ID, r.id. So alert button, set on click listener, new on click listener. Remember to override it. Public void on click. And what we're going to do is alert dialog builder. Oh, sorry. We're gonna name it builder, new alert dialog builder, and you pass the parameter you have to pass. In this case, is main activity .this, the name of the activity you currently are .this. Usually you can also pass get application context, but because we are on an on-click listener object, get application context will not work. Builder set message alert dialog for comp sci tutorials dot set title sample dot set positive dot set positive button. Okay. And here we have to create another click listener, so when you press the button something happens. Let's say you could say an OK or cancel. Here you're just gonna do an OK. New dialog interface click listener. And we're just gonna say dialog cancel. Let's see if didn't make any mistakes. Put a positive button, not over. And click. Alright, and here we have to close this. And alert dialog equals builder.create. This is actually very well explained in the Android documentation. If you just Google Dialogs Android, you'll see all the documentation, all the different things you can do with it, like custom dialogues with lists, with spinners, other good stuff. I might still do a tutorial showing how to use the different options. I misspelled it here and there. Alright, this should be ready, so why don't we give it a try. Select OK, launching, there we go. Installing, success, ready. Alright, so if we go here, there we go. It's an alert. Let's make a toast. from site tutorials, and it fades away, and then the alert. And if we press OK, it fades. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're liking these Android tutorials. As soon as Android L comes out, I'll be making a couple tutorials for it. I still have to get used to designing the user interface and all that fancy stuff Google announced, but I'll do my best to bring it to you as soon as I can. Thanks, and see you next time.